Okay, so finally, welcome after all of those 11 videos. This is one of the final videos of on this playlist. As promised, we had this 12 parts, and this is the final part where we'll talking about the entire wrap up of what we have covered and what are the next steps now. Once you are confident with whatever we have taught, what are the next steps now? So we started with just giving a small summary of what we started with. We started with the entire series. The main intention was Claude for non-coders, that how non-coders can use Claude in the best effective manner and how you can make Claude your hands and not your brain, because you are human. Human intelligence will always surpass AI. So that is where you have to keep on using your brain and make sure Claude is being used as a hands and not your brain. So that was the entire intention of this playlist. We started with the 3 Claude accounts: free account, pro max account, how these are the consumer accounts and how the enterprise or organizational accounts are separate. Then we talk about Claude chat features in the free account. What are the different features that we get? We talked about temporary chat, the search option, the voice input that we can keep, the archiving, the styles of output we can get, the projects and the artifacts which were there. Then we talked how the project's memory is different, how the artifacts work, and you can share artifact as a public link. We talked about that. That in the chat part 2, we talked about how what are the tools. These are the main strength of your hands. Why Claude is a best worker? Because it has tools, it has connectors, it has model context protocol MCPs, and MCPs can be termed as a local MCP plus a custom MCP that you can make. You can ask your SaaS vendor or your any third party vendor to create so that that particular thing can interact with your Claude. Also, we talked about local MCPs of how Tally can be used. You can have a very small Python code. You can connect Tally with that local MCP and then work. And Claude will read all the data of your Tally. So that's how MCPs work. The 3 different types of MCP: the MCPs, pre-built MCPs, MCP servers, and your local MCPs which you can self-create customs. So these were one of the MCP skills. We talked about how skills were one of the breakthrough in Claude performance and how skills make sure that Claude is working as per your own knowledge, as per your own domain understanding. And then we have plugins which are like collection of multiple skills. They get installed similar to extensions and extensions in Chrome, and that is how we can use. And all of these features are available in the free account as well. That is how we talk about these features. Then we talk about different Claude products which are there. Believe me, there must be 1 or 2 products which you must have not known. One was the Claude Design, which was launched almost 6 months back. Claude Design was there, and Claude in Excel, how Claude works inside of Excel. And within Excel, we have add-ins, 2 add-ins we have. One is the Claude for Excel and one is Claude for Microsoft. So all the Microsoft products, you can have Claude inside of it, similar to what we have for Copilot. And then we have Chrome, how Claude works inside Chrome. We covered this in video number 5. Claude Cowork and Claude Code, and Claude Cowork and Claude Code are very different tools. So we discussed that about that in the 5th video. Then we talked about Claude Dispatch, which is there. Claude Dispatch, you can work on your iPad or on your mobile devices, and how you can connect the Claude Dispatch with your Claude Cowork sitting on your office desktop, and that's the Claude Dispatch thing. Then Claude Routines, which are the scheduling of particular task, of particular giving you a morning breakfast digest or something else, any emails digest, news updates that you can make sure to run a particular point of time. And Tropic Academy, Claude Academy, basically where it teaches how the Claude functions, how the Claude product works. And the console essences, we can use Claude through command prompt as well, and that is what we covered in the 6th video. Next was memory management, one of the most misunderstood topics about AI and particularly Claude, because Claude has a very different way of storing memory than Chat GPT or Gemini. So Claude stores memory into multiple layers, as we talked about, the chat and prompt being the first layer, system instructions being the second layer, project memory being the third layer, and then the entire reflect of the chat become the 4th layer. And then we talk about token usage, one of the most important thing that people think that okay, tokens are something that we want to use in the most efficient manner and how we can use that. We talked about how to ensure not to give long context artifacts, ignoring the artifacts, asking for a MD file, asking for a HTML file and not a PPTX format, asking for a JSON or a CSV format, not an Excel format, asking for MD over docx and over PDF. Similarly, not giving PDF but giving we gave a giveaway of to MD converter, how that works, and that reduces token by 10 times. It reduces not by 90%. By 10 times it reduces. It directly goes from 30,000 tokens to 3 lakh tokens. So you can reduce from 3 lakh to 30,000. Okay, so that was 1/10 of the tokens usage gets reduced. Then we talked about the most controversial thing of AI security, that how security works and how we as a personal level we should be worrying about data security, and how at an organization level the zero data retention arrangement is available and how that can be used. So what's next? We have gone through all of these. What's next? So we have basically a recommendation to each and every one, that I believe you all must have gone through multiple learnings roadmaps. So this is one of a roadmap which we have built, that okay, these were the foundation, these 11 videos were the foundation that you should know about Claude. Without knowing this, you should not start even learning about Claude or using Claude. First you should know these foundations. Then the first level guide is basically being able to use Claude for generating more and more tools for you, more and more local tools for you. Whatever work you do, ask Claude to generate a tool and give it to you, hand it over to you, then you can use it locally, just like the PDF to MD converter. Suppose you are being dependent upon multiple third-party vendors to do a certain activity. Why can't you ask Claude to make you a certain tool, and that you can help, that will help you to do things locally? For that you might need to learn a little bit of Python coding, or a little bit of HTML files, how to run an HTML file, how to run a command prompt, how to run a batch script. These are very small things that you might need to learn, but after learning this, you will be very easily, you will be able to use Claude as your hands, something which will reduce your work. You did not be any bothering about hallucination all, because you are not making AI to do your work, but you are asking it for the better offline tools which will help you work better. So that's the level 1 which we recommend. That once you are able to use skills to the maximum level, you are able to use the connectors, you are able to use the plugins, you are able to use all those MCPs, you are able to develop your MCPs and work with Tally and connect Claude with it, work with GSTR reconciliation files, and even able to connect to Claude with it. So when you are able to do all these things locally, then we say the level 1 is complete. You are able to do these things in a right manner. The second level becomes where we learn about some pro workflows. So when we see the level 2, what's the level 2 is? It's about being able to use things like GitHub and VS Code. So VS Code and GitHub are some tools when you connect it with Claude, and you are able to use Cowork, and you are able to use Claude Code along with it. That is basically a pro Claude, where you have to use a pro version of Claude, and then you are able to make multiple workflows with it, so that some a particular timing you want a certain task to be done automatically. So that is where you program Claude to do those activities. So this is not about just getting an output and doing, but more about an agentic AI, where we say that Claude will be doing a particular task at a particular time on its own, and you will be in control. Always remember that it's very important for you to understand what Claude is doing, for you to understand how Claude does it, for you to understand how can you make changes to it, and not just be dependent upon Claude for each and every activity. So that's the level 2, where you will use things like GitHub. You should use things like GitHub, things like VS Code, and then the Claude Pro subscription. And these three are very powerful combinations for making any kind of workflows. And also, if you include N8N to this, then this is the cherry on the top. When these 3-4 tools combine, you can make any of your agentic workflows. So that's the level 2 of the making any agentic workflows using Claude. Once you are grasping all of these concepts, you know about the basic Claude usage, you know about GitHub, you know about VS Code, you know about creating and self-hosting a particular thing on your own system. How can you make your own system as a server? Once you know all of these things, which is a level 2, then the things start. That's the vibe coding, and converting your vibe code to a vibe business. So that's the ultimate level. People are giving a very negative feedback about vibe coding, because people usually don't get the foundation right and directly move to vibe coding. Without getting the foundation right, they move to vibe coding. They do not know what app is getting created, what crap is getting created, and they simply host it, publish it, use some other third-party tools, and they simply create a vibe coded app. They burn money, they burn a lot of things, and then they feel that vibe coding is a crap. But believe me, when you have a foundations right, when you have done your level 1 right, you have done a level 2 right, then when you come to vibe coding, we have created multiple SaaS products out of Claude which are running very successfully, helping real users to complete real tasks, and the cost effectiveness is much better than any of the tools in the market. So vibe code to vibe business, how you can make your own vibe tools. If you want to help people, how you want to help your these tools reach globally to a global audience, how can you do that through a website or web application, and how can you convert it to a revenue earning machine, a passive income for you? That is the vibe business that we are talking about under the my vibe code. And that's the level, that's the third level, that's the ultimate level, which we believe, where we use tools like Cloudflare. So Cloudflare is one of our tool that is very important for hosting your web application, for managing your databases, for managing your cloud storage, mainly managing your object storage, how the entire files will be stored, how the data will be stored, how backups will be done, how security will be done, how rate limiting API limits will be done, how DDoS attacks will be prevented, how each and every type of cyber security can be prevented through it. Because hosting a application on internet is not safe. Many of the websites can be hacked easily, your apps can be brought down, your data can be breached, your database can be leaked, SQL injection can be done. A lot of security loopholes are there when you are working on internet. So that is why you have to understand all of those security concerns, only then create your own application and make it live. And that is what the vibe business is all about, and this is the third level of how you use. So I guess this is the just a roadmap of what we think. And the whole point of explaining or making this entire playlist was that if by looking at these videos, if I'm able to get only one important point or something that will help you make yourself better, make yourself more future ready, then I believe you should comment it down below and let us know that how, what point, what new things you could learn from this video series, and any other recommendation which you have. We would love to talk more about Claude. And yes, with this, I guess I was able to give you a map of how you can think about using Claude in whatever field you are working, whether it be finance, marketing, design, HR, admin, operations, R&D, product development, or even even on a mid management or a senior management role. You should know the roadmap of how you should be using this most powerful tool of the future, and how you can use it for your own benefit. So this much for this playlist. Thank you so much for watching, and stay subscribed, stay tuned for more such updates.